Yo, what's good? So I was checking out this Willie D video for another purpose, but he made a comment in here that I really need to push back on because I really feel like this is an issue within the black community and it's keeping us divided. All right, I'm gonna play it and then I'll give my critique. And by the way, man, I rock with Willie D, love his music. So I mean, if he gets a hold of this and he's offended, I mean, uh, it is what it is. All right, we all got an opinion, right? Here we go.
See, this is how I know. I got a thing that I do to test what side people are on, no matter what they say, no matter what they say. I got this thing that I do to test what side that they're on, right? I don't care what they tell me. I don't care what's coming out of their mouth. All I do is simply look at what the folks who follow Fox News watch, what they say, what they like. Watch who they praise, who they say they like. And that's how I know that person ain't for me. Because I know they're not for me. They don't like me. They don't like my kind. So it don't matter how much I try to assimilate. It doesn't matter how much I try to brown nose, kiss ass. It doesn't matter how smart I am. It doesn't matter, how law-abiding I am. It does not matter how involved in the community I am and how much I love my family and my children, and I bring them up to do the right thing and pull myself up by the bootstraps. None of that matters to them because they want to make America great again. And I'm still trying to figure out at what point in society was America great for Black folks?
See, that's my issue right there. This dude has been given gifts to be able to be one of the best rappers from the 80s, at least the late 90s. I remember him from the early 90s. Dude literally went and made a song called Mine's Playing Tricks on Me with the Ghetto Boys. Sold albums, got success, got bread. Is chilling. I guarantee you this man's not struggling. But we'll sit up here and tell you, when was America great for Black people? It's been great for Black people for a long time. I can't remember a time that it wasn't great for Black people. Are there issues? Yes. We're not in heaven. This is earth. We're going to have conflicts. But it's people like this, like Oprah, Tyler Perry, and the rest of them, that push all this poisonous stuff on us. There are people who aren't strong, who don't think critically like me, who are sitting here believing this. We should be trying to make America great again. It's not necessarily dealing with race. And that's the thing with people like Willie. They think through a racial lens. I don't have a lot of these racial issues because I don't think through a racial lens. I think through an American lens. I think I'm just as powerful, just as important as a white person or any other person in America. I'm not sitting up here looking down on myself as a Black man. That's what they don't understand. This is what they push and what they spread when they say things like that. We're inferior. We need help. The judge, Ketanji Brown, whatever her name is, you're a Supreme Court judge and you're still making excuses. If you can make it to be a Supreme Court judge, Willie, if you can make it to be one of the best rappers, then we're not having an issue as Black people because we're able to get into high places. This is by means no disrespect because I really do rock with you. I listened to you for some years. Lately, I haven't been able to. The more I come into accountability and not wanting to look at things through race, it's hard for me to listen to you. It's hard for me to listen to D.L. Hughley, Roland Martin, all of them. Because in my honest opinion, y'all sound very weak. You just said before this, I didn't play that, but you're talking about Jasmine Crockett being a warrior. What is she fighting for? What are we? We're still fighting a race war. That shit is over. Just like you became a success, go teach another black man how to rap about the stuff you rapped about, like the hood and coming out and getting better. You rapped about the struggle. They rapping about being on drugs now and everything else. America is great for black people. I believe that. I haven't had no issues. I'm not rich yet. I'm working towards it. But guess what? I've been able to start this YouTube channel. I've had a brake repair business, starting a restaurant, which I'm currently doing. Like, there's nothing holding me back. When I go on the Secretary of State website and apply for LLC, which I got to do because I'm in a different state now, there's no race requirement. When you go there, it doesn't say, you know what, if you black, you can't apply. It's for everybody. But a lot of what y'all don't like is the competition, and competition is going to be there. You had it in the music industry. It's everywhere. But I wish people like you and the others, like the liberal blacks, would get up off this whole tribalism thing, and it's our side or they side, and understand that we're not a monolith. I'm going to get into the next video about Stephen A. Smith and him going back and forth, because I didn't like that either. Because Stephen A. Smith is critiquing Jasmine Crockett. Now he wants to go after Stephen A. Smith. He didn't say nothing bad. I actually look at Stephen A. Smith crazy because I wish he would just come out and say he's conservative. But he really is trying to stay a Democrat, and he's critiquing. He's actually thinking. He's not just taking everything Jasmine say or some other person say as fact. He's pushing back on it, because that's where we at in the black community. In the black community, you can't critique anybody. You can't say nothing towards a black woman, especially. But guess what? Our black women can say everything towards us. Because that I can't think of her name, the old MSNBC host that was going after Stephen A. basically talking about he got little D energy. Let me or some other man come out and say Jasmine got big back energy. It's going to be a whole issue. Or whoever else. Stacey Abrams in Georgia. If I come out and say she got big back energy, now it's a problem. That's the issue with the black community now. It's full of tribalism. It's not about right or wrong. It's about who's going along with the system. You quoted Kwame talking about to go along to get along. That's what we're doing now. That's what the black culture is doing now. It's go along to get along. If you say something against Jasmine, okay, now we attacking. If you say something against anybody else when there's a white person involved, all of a sudden you're Uncle Tom or whatever term y'all got to say. It's not about right or wrong anymore. It's all about fitting in and whatever the culture agenda is. If you're not with that culture agenda, if you got a critique of it, now all of a sudden you outcast it. Y'all just excommunicating people left and right. And all that's going to do is going to create a divide. It's going to be the haves and the have-nots. It's going to be the people who sit and still be in this scratching and scraping to survive mentality versus the people who went and got it, who didn't use that as an excuse, and now they got it. And guess what? The people on your side are going to be trying to pass legislation that's to push the Democrats back in so they can pass legislation to take the people who worked and pull themselves up by the bootstraps, got it out the mud. They're going to be trying to take their tax dollars and food stamps and grants or whatever else, some reparations bill they trying to push, because all that's coming from tax money. At this point, if they were to pass a reparations bill, that's what it would be. It would be the crying and whining blacks, some of these Hebrew Israelites, ADOS and all them. it's going to be a lot of them going after the people like me who are out here being entrepreneurs and figuring it out and paying taxes. So yeah, America has been great for black people for at least the past 50 years. I've been here almost that, and it's been great for me. I was literally having a debate with a friend the other day, and I had to tell him, I'm like, I've never had any real racial encounters. I had people trying to piss me off, but I've never ran into what y'all like to say, systemic things that are holding us back. I've never ran into a systemic racist person or a systemic racist thing. Just never experienced it. So we got to get up off of this. Like, you're too successful. Stop telling black people that America's not great for them, and tell them how to succeed so America can be great for them like it has been for you. Oprah has been great for you. Tyler Perry has been great for you. There's too many of us. Ben Carson, which y'all casted out Ben Carson. And the dude's a neurosurgeon separating twins. And guess what? The black community don't like him. Y'all talk about this whole being on the right side of history. I don't think history is going to look good for y'all when y'all keep saying stuff like this. It's going to look good to the degenerates. But for the people who actually pull themselves up by the bootstraps, actually go to college and don't get indoctrinated, and they want the nuclear family dynamic. They do things right. They're in the God, religious, accountable, have moral values and standards. They're not going to see history the way you think they're going to see it. Because if you had core values and high standards, even you will be getting on Jasmine Crockett about her behavior and what she puts in the news. Now, what she do in Dallas, it could be good. But that's not what she's showing to the rest of the world when she go on social media and she get the mic and she start talking like a hood bird. That's what Stephen A is hitting on. Like I said, man, I love your music, but not your message. All right, y'all. Subscribe or just like the damn video. I'm out.